He's an old bugger, ain't he? No idea why they call him that. The man is practically a dwarf. It's like that Wing film with that tiny villain in it named Mr. Giant. Never understood that. Anyway, I had this burning question, you see. I think that's what attracted him to me. He just started appearing in public toilets I'd be in. I ignored him at first, you would, wouldn't you? I'd be breaking my neck over the pan when I'd hear this voice from the next cubicle saying, "Burning questions causes indigestions. Burning questions causes indigestions." Then he'd pop his grubby little head out from under the wall, or whatever you call it, you know, the dividing bit, and he'd smile that idiot grin. Reminded me of that kid on those Mad comics, you know. Except Pete's got that growth on his forehead. Is that right, forehead? Or forehead, anyway. By the fifth occasion, I thought, enough's enough. So I put my foot down. What's your beef, Pete? Can't a man enjoy a moment of privy in the privy? Not when he's burning up with the question, says Pete. What question's that then? I say. Then he says, it's the one that burns us all, from the largest to the small, or some of the leprechaun type nonsense. Anyway, I says, okay, Pete, what should I do about it? Then that egg-shaped growth oozed a sort of puce-coloured liquid. Then he grinned a grin so big and stupid, his ears almost touched on top of his head. Babies, he says. Babies, I say. I ain't having no babies, mate. Too old for that palaver. He says, no, doesn't have to be your own. Then his head pops back under the dividing wall thing, and he goes all silent for a bit. Then from the next cubicle, I hear him say, I've got one here if you want to look. Now, I'm not into any weird stuff, you hear me? But you know, I had to know. So I wipe my backside, pull up my cax and slowly make my way round to his cubicle. I open the door, and there he is, in his rain bag, all 4'11" of him, and his grin now is almost imbecilic as he looks at me and then into that toilet bowl. I take a step in and I peer over the rim, and sure enough, there's a baby's face. Smiling away he is, happy as Larry. Ask him the question then, says Big Pete. But how's a baby going to know the answer? I says. Well, he says, he's only just come from you know where, yes? Are you bent? I says, maybe. He says, only one way to find out. So I lean into the bowl, and that watery cherub is beaming up at me, bright as a blink. For a second there, I forget I'm standing in Victoria Station Pizza, then all of a sudden, it feels real urgent. You know, just like your guts start griping when you hear about a motorway pile-up on your dad's route to work. So I lay it on him,